Imagine standing before monuments so grand, so mysterious, and so beautifully crafted that they seem almost impossible for humans to have built. These are the wonders of the world. Across deserts, mountains, cities, and coastlines, they tell the story of human ambition. They remind us that long before modern machines, people were already dreaming on an enormous scale. Today, we're exploring both the ancient and modern wonders of the world, from lost masterpieces of the ancient past to iconic landmarks that still stand today. Let's begin with the 7 wonders of the ancient world. These were some of the most extraordinary structures known to the ancient Mediterranean world. They represented power, beauty, engineering, faith, and imagination. The most famous is the Great Pyramid of Giza, the only ancient wonder still standing today. Built more than 4,500 years ago for Pharaoh Khufu, the pyramid was once covered in polished white limestone that would have shone under the Egyptian sun. Even today, its scale is astonishing. Millions of stone blocks were placed with such precision that the pyramid remains one of history's greatest engineering achievements. Next were the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Their existence is still debated, which only makes them more fascinating. Ancient writers describe terraces overflowing with trees, flowers, and flowing water in the middle of Mesopotamia. Whether they were real or legendary, the gardens became a symbol of ancient engineering and the dream of turning a dry landscape into paradise. Then came the statue of Zeus at Olympia. Created by the Greek sculptor Phidias, this enormous statue showed Zeus seated on a throne made with gold, ivory, and precious materials. It was not just a statue. It was meant to overwhelm anyone who entered the temple and remind them of divine power. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus was another masterpiece. Dedicated to the goddess Artemis, it was famous for its massive marble columns and breathtaking scale. Ancient visitors considered it one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. It was destroyed and rebuilt more than once, becoming a symbol of devotion, wealth, and architectural ambition. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus was a tomb so impressive that it gave us the word mausoleum. Built for Mausolus, a ruler of Caria, it combined Greek, Egyptian, and Lycian influences into one stunning monument. Rising high above the city, it showed that even a tomb could become a work of art. The Colossus of Rhodes was a towering bronze statue of the sun god Helios. Built to celebrate victory and unity, it stood near the harbor of Rhodes and amazed sailors who arrived by sea. Although it stood for only a short time before being destroyed by an earthquake, its legend survived for centuries. Finally, there was the Lighthouse of Alexandria. Built on the island of Pharos, it guided ships safely into one of the ancient world's greatest ports. For centuries, it was one of the tallest man-made structures on Earth and became the model for lighthouses that followed. But most of the ancient wonders disappeared. Earthquakes, fires, war, time, and human destruction slowly erased them from the world. Only the Great Pyramid remained, standing as a silent witness to a civilization that refused to be forgotten. Now, let's move to the new 7 wonders of the world. These were chosen in 2007 through a global vote, and unlike the ancient wonders, all of them can still be visited today. We begin with Machu Picchu in Peru. Hidden high in the Andes Mountains, this ancient Incan city feels like it belongs in the clouds. Its terraces, temples, and stone structures were built with incredible precision, blending into the mountain landscape instead of fighting against it. Machu Picchu shows the Inca ability to combine engineering, nature, and spirituality into one breathtaking place. Next is Petra, the rose-red city of Jordan. Carved directly into sandstone cliffs, Petra was once a major trading hub for the Nabateans. Its most famous structure, Al-Khazna, appears dramatically at the end of a narrow canyon called the Sek. But Petra's true genius was not only its beauty. It was its water system, which allowed a desert city to survive and thrive. Christ the Redeemer in Brazil stands high above Rio de Janeiro. With arms stretched wide over the city, the statue has become a symbol of peace, faith, and welcome. Completed in the 20th century, it proves that a wonder does not need to be ancient to feel timeless. Its power comes from its location, its meaning, and the way it watches over one of the world's most vibrant cities. Chichén Itzá in Mexico reveals the brilliance of the Maya. Its famous pyramid, El Castillo, is more than a temple. It is a calendar in stone. During the equinox, the shadow creates the illusion of a serpent moving down the staircase, connecting architecture with astronomy and religion. Chichén Itzá reminds us that ancient builders were not only constructing monuments, they were studying the universe. The Colosseum in Italy is one of the greatest symbols of ancient Rome. Once filled with tens of thousands of spectators, it hosted gladiator battles, public spectacles, and dramatic displays of imperial power. Its design influenced stadiums for centuries. But the Colosseum also carries a darker truth. It was a place of both engineering brilliance and brutal entertainment. The Taj Mahal in India is a monument to love, grief, and beauty. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, it transforms personal loss into one of the most elegant buildings ever created. Its white marble changes with the light, glowing differently at sunrise, midday, sunset, and moonlight. Every detail, from the gardens to the calligraphy, is designed to create harmony. Finally, there is the Great Wall of China. Stretching across mountains, deserts, and plains, it is one of the largest construction projects in human history. Built and rebuilt over centuries, the wall protected borders, controlled movement, and projected imperial strength. Today, it stands as a symbol of endurance, sacrifice, and national identity. Together, these ancient and modern wonders show us what humanity is capable of. Some were built for kings, some for gods, some for love, some for defense, some for trade, some for memory. But all of them were built with a desire to create something that would outlast ordinary life. They remind us that monuments are never just stone, marble, brick, or bronze. They are messages from the past. They tell us what people feared, what they worshipped, what they valued, what they wanted future generations to remember. The ancient wonders reveal a world of lost masterpieces, where only fragments and stories remain. The modern wonders give us a chance to stand before history while it is still here. From the Great Pyramid to the Taj Mahal, from Petra's carved cliffs to Machu Picchu's mountain terraces, each wonder invites us to look closer. Not just at the structure itself, but at the civilization behind it. Because every wonder began as an idea. Someone imagined a pyramid that could touch eternity, a garden that could bloom in the desert, a statue that could embody a god, a wall that could cross a continent, a city that could survive in stone, a tomb that could turn love into architecture. These places inspire us because they prove that humans have always wanted to build beyond necessity. We do not only build to survive, we build to remember, to honor, to protect, to impress, to connect the present with the future. And maybe that is why the wonders still matter. They are not just tourist destinations. They are reminders of imagination made physical. They show us that every generation leaves something behind, whether in stone, story, invention, or memory. So as you explore these wonders, whether in person, through books, or through the screen, remember that you are not just looking at old monuments. You are looking at human dreams made visible. The wonders of the world connect us to the past, but they also challenge us to think about the future. What will our generation build? What will survive us? What stories will the wonders of tomorrow tell? Because history is not only something we inherit, it is something we continue to create.